I'm going to show you how to check the transfer case on your 4x4 truck or SUV. Very simple process, very similar to many makes and models. I have a 2008 Nissan Frontier, and you're going to want to get under the vehicle about midway between the front and rear axle. Located here is the transfer case. We can see the drain and fill holes, which I'll point to here, the drain hole over there and the fill hole over here. The transfer case is what shifts the vehicle from four-wheel drive into two-wheel drive, and also high and low four-wheel. So on this 2008 Nismo Frontier, it is a 10mm Allen key that fits in both the drain and fill holes. If you were to drain this, you would want to make sure you undid the fill hole first, but we are just using the fill hole as an inspection port. And this was on there very tight, so I had to get a bigger wrench. This plug does have a gasket on it, so make sure you save that, a little aluminum washer, don't lose that. And once we crack that open, some of the fluid will pour out, so we can see that it's still full. It has plenty of fluid, though the fluid is still turning black slightly. I think this transfer case calls for 2.1 quarts. You can see as I wipe it off, the fluid, though dark, is still red. You'll get a better view of that here shortly, and I'll give you a chart to compare your own fluid to. This is automatic transmission fluid, Nissan ATF in here. I would check this every 10,000 miles, but I've been having to change about every 25 to 30,000 miles, which seems like a lot. I do think they can get up to 60,000 miles, but I'm only getting about 25K. So you could see there that the fluid on my hand, though turning a little black, still had a red hue to it, indicating that though it's not brand new, the fluid is still old. More importantly, the transfer case had enough fluid. I'm gonna wait to replace this. I think it has about 15 or 20,000 miles on it. I'm gonna try to get another 10,000, maybe less out of it. I'm gonna let it turn a little more black. I'm not gonna let the fluid get low, but this is a good chart to compare your fluid if it does use red ATF fluid, in this case Nissan ATF. So if the transfer case wasn't full, you'd have to stick something in there, maybe your pinky or a little hanger, to see how full the level was. But in cases like this, the level should always be coming out of the fill hole. If the fluid were so low you couldn't get a reading, automatic time to replace the fluid. So there's the fluid again. You can see it is still red like transmission fluid, though not brand new. I'm calling it still good for a while. So go ahead and make sure that's tightened up. Like I said, don't forget to install that gasket and that seal, and make sure that's nice and tight. And when you go and drain it, when you actually need to service the T-case, make sure you replace those gaskets. Again here, just giving you another picture of the fluid. It's still red, it's still good in my book. If you found this content helpful, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions, please leave a comment.